is good? It's your boy Ty back here with another video, and in this video today, guys, we're going to be talking about Juan Toscano in NBA 2K24 MyTEAM. And how good is he? Is he worth the grind? Now, I wanted to make a video first when his stats and badges got released, but I was like, I don't know how to get him, so I can't really do that. Now I know how to get him, and I've used the card, so I can give you that complete breakdown. Now, first thing I do want to note for Juan Toscano is the fact that he's free, and he's a 5-minute grind. So, if you, let's say, don't have a good team, or you have, let's say, a team that is just leaves a ton to be desired, this is a short time, and if you don't short grind, and if you don't play the game a ton, I think that makes this card just a lot more appealing to everyone out there. So this is the challenge to get him, and then we'll talk more specifically about what he gives you. Okay, play against the Atlanta Hawks, because it's the Hawks versus Magic today, obviously, for the Mexico City game. And it says, win the game to 21 points and make 3 dunks with the player. You get a badge for that, and you get a free Ruby Juan Toscano card that you can use for your squad. So even for me, I'm somewhat grinding collector level, not really, but somewhat grinding collector level, and I do get a free badge for this. So I'm like, you know what, I'll do it and then see what the card looks like. So 6'6", 209 pounds, 78 3 ball, 95 driving dunk, good steal perimeter interior, good speed lateral quickness. Honestly, guys, he reminds me of, and not exactly, but a somewhat similar card to like a Robert Covington, right? Where he's a 3-and-D guy. Now, they are different for this fact that Robert Covington has a higher 3-ball. Juan Toscano is going to dunk the ball better, but that is just somewhat of who he reminds me of. Just kind of that 3-and-D type of player. Decent 3-ball, but look at the 95 driving dunk. That is absolutely crazy. Good interior, perimeter, good speed, lateral quickness. Now, when you look at his badges, he comes with 31 base badges. Again, a card that's a 5-minute grind, precision dunker on gold, a lot of those defensive badges on bronze and a silver. And so I think stat badge wise, he's more than usable, more than playable. And so then I'm like, okay, what does he look like in shoot around? And I'm not gonna sit up here and hype the card up a ton in shoot around, because first, like, he has, I think, basic dribble style, and so like his movement, basic burst, I guess, isn't that bad, but his movement isn't great, and his release is on the slower side of things. So that's, if you wanna highlight what not to like about Juan Toscano, it's the fact that his release is on the slower side of things, and his dribble style is not great. But as long as he knocks down shots, I mean, I'm not going to hate the card, because he's going to dunk on everybody. He's got a 95 driving dunk rating. If you get him in the pick and roll situation, he should be able to dunk on anyone and everyone. And again, my whole thing is this. I feel like a lot of people are complaining that there's not very many free cards in my team. This card is basically free, and he's a 3-minute grind. Is he a top 5, top 10 small forward in my team? No. But if I got him on my No Money Spent squad series, could he absolutely be usable? Absolutely. There's no real flaws in Juan Toscano, and the fact of the matter is, you grind for 5 minutes, you get a free badge, and you get a card like this who can more than play for you guys. And you never know when a card like this is going to be needed for exhibitions. You never know, maybe even in like salary cap, this card can be usable. Because I mean, using him right now, I got no problems with him. And I grinded him out in 5 minutes, and honestly, heck, maybe I'll use this card for fun. And I do know there's a lot of, Juan Toscano fans out there from his time with the Warriors. And so, I mean, I respect this card, but the more I use him, the more I feel like he's a solid enough small forward that you guys can use. Now, is he going to be as good as Kawhi? Is he going to be as good as Scotty? No, but I think he's on the level of like a Robert Covington, who I love. I think he's on the level of even like a Cam Whitmore type of card. Just a guy that you can plug and play and not really have to worry a ton about. And I know you guys might be like, what? But let's compare him even to Iggy stat-wise. I mean, look at the cards. JTA is not bad in my team, and I'm not going to hear anybody say that. Now, yes, his dribble style is not great. Yes, I mean, there are certain things you could wish were a little bit better, but I mean, he's a legitimately 5-minute grind, and stat-wise, he's immaculate. And I don't even feel like in shoot-around that tells the whole picture. If you, let's say, apply a shoe, he has to be up there on my defensive rankings. He has to 86 speed, 87 lateral quickness, good perimeter interior, and great badges. I got no issue with JTA at all in my team, considering a lot of his badges are upgradable as well. And if you are just starting my team, he's a card I recommend. Is he on the AK, Scottie Pippen, Kawhi level? Absolutely not. And I can never even make that case, never even make that debate. But if you're telling me that 2K gave us basically a free card as well as a badge for a 5-minute grind, you can't complain about this. You just can't. And this is coming from me, a guy on this account, and even my no money spent, I'll probably never use him. But let's say I was to start a new no money spent squad today, this would be the first thing I grind. Because you get a free Ruby small forward that is absolutely outstanding. I mean, I don't even think you can debate that this card isn't outstanding. I really do love what this card provides for you guys in the court. Defensively, he's going to be fantastic. As long as you don't try to run your offense through him, you're going to like the card. Yes, his release is on the slower side of things, but most small forwards are. Even Joe Johnson has a slowish release in my team. AK's release isn't the quickest. Even like a Robert Covington, he's got a slower release. So I wouldn't even worry too much about that with JTA. What you got to worry about is a basically 5-minute grind for a free Ruby, really solid small forward in my team. And I'm already known in the comments like, oh my gosh, Ty is hyping this card up. Beat me, and I'll run JTA in my starting lineup. And I promise you, I'll put him on your Kyrie Irving. I'll put him on whoever your primary ball handler is, and JTA will lock them up. I'm throwing that out there. Sure, he's not, the top small forward in the game. I'm not saying that. But for no money spent squads, for budget ballers, he is an absolutely incredible addition to your squad. You upgrade the 3-ball, make him a little better defensively. He's fine. He's got the normal leaner. I, again, do wish he didn't have the basic dribble style. But when this card first got released, I'm like, he's actually really solid for a free card. I mean, that's just kind of my personal opinion. A lot of people, even I'm reading the 2K database logs, and people are really, really upset about, oh my gosh, this card is not good. But I'm telling y'all, this card is free, and he is solid. Could they have maybe done more as far as this challenge? I mean, maybe, because the skills challenge is literally for a badge and JTA. But for as short of a grind as it is, I think it's worth it. That's just my opinion. I'm hoping 2K does more stuff like this. Now, obviously, this is for the Mexico City game. I get it. But if they gave us a free card like this every day, I feel like for the community, it would be a big-time bonus. For guys like DBG, who doesn't love to play the game, it would give him a reason to load up the game, grind out a short challenge, and then use a guy like Juan Toscano Anderson. I think this card is solid enough to play if you are no money spent balling on a budget in my team, and he might even be a feature of my no money spent squad series today. Because if I'm comparing him straight up to Robert Covington, I think Juan Toscano honestly has the advantage. Now maybe I'm wrong, we'll have to see. Even compare him to like Steve Smith on the defensive end of the court, Juan Toscano is better. So if you want to see him in a gameplay, tune into the no money spent squad series, because I probably will go and get him. Drop a like on the video, guys. Subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.